for me, Chiamo and Casa in Kobo. I believe, sir. I believe so. Did you okay? Now, Miguswame Kyle, sir. A Dennis TV, and I will share. Or subscribe, no one share, no one like it, no one comment. Now, you call your name. Now, and come and come across to Ghana. You see, let's go straight to the point, right? Let's see. Yanshadi a tokuno, or they now seminal. Echo, your friend is a Echo was court. It's a younger story, no one. Younger story. Mintias, yes, a mammy way. Why not dress there? Until me go to Ghana web first. Why not dress on Pese Akunyano Beijing? Now, maybe Timusa, based on her abysmal performance, the worst Chief Justice Ghana have ever had. It's my reading story not from your friend is my joy. Sorry, Ghana web. The Deputy Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Justice Sremsai, disclosed that suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu had sued the government of Ghana at the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice over her suspension and the ongoing hearing on 3 petitions for her removal. Menim the NCA chinchina chese yenyan chese aya committee no montana wasem so no omumbu fo omodi answer brana be you ano chinchina mami se won tiase until the free one thing or the other, one accusations to the other, one this, one complaint to the other. Now the all you know some young who said Ghana judicial system, no, even herself as an impending me, because we are from former Chief Justice, suspended Chief Justice, no. Or no one can say Ghana for we are seeing who say the judicial system or not. A bad, a corrupt. And who did what? It was the details, really. Details of the action taken by the embattled Chief Justice are now emerging. According to a report by GBCGhanaOnline.com, Justice Tokonu filed 2 applications at the Community Court of Justice of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, against the government. It's filing 2 applications. The report indicated that the applications, a main application and a motion for provisional measures were filed and received at the registry of the Community Court of Justice in Abuja, Nigeria on Friday, 4th July 2025 by Femi Falana Sam, that is a senior advocate of Nigeria. When you see Umusana of Falana and Falana Chambers in Nigeria, for and on behalf of the suspended Chief Justice. Just on Ghana lawyers Kronji Omuni, not lawyers Kronji Omuni. It's our lawyer or Nigeria. Meanwhile, in Ghana, we have so many lawyers. GBA now head in our man better than political party branch. Kura lawyers who go no Omuni. All right. Inti Justice Tokonu in the application contended that her right to a fair hearing, guaranteed by both the 1992 Constitution of Ghana and the 1991 Protocol of the Community Court of Justice, had been blatantly disregarded in the ongoing process for her removal. Onim nyansa oye panyina onim nyansa ma menkyere wade one is a man fair hearing una ma bonting. First and foremost, when the petition came, you even breached the constitution by making it public. And NPP were the first people to get the petition or to know the petition by courtesy of South Banzano or what parliament on. South Kushini, Sopo Kwasiampani, not parliament. Where have the committee denied her of fair hearing? Meanwhile, the Tokolu person the Babesi Shemunina is against the rules. Opesa wu kunu tena ho. Ompese e be search because of say we your wine. The venue, you don't decide the venue, you don't choose. The venue is causing you emotional trauma. What about them? Na court one in causing nipa be emotional trauma. Court to dine and kasa. And causing nipa be emotional trauma. Ya di nipa miensa yeku wo mo judges miensa yeku wo mo status wo no and causing ebusuafo trauma na. A job just ebusuafo nya case na they cannot bring it to the court because of say the heads of these three judges are there. Just say the near brain wa bayisam ni akohibra ni jimisam ti no wasam no ewo nanse na otro osande call we high court you need asem ni nwe who pending cases even at the Supreme Court na me be mama who said the intia wa pon the intia mama we ya bon a onimu hwe. The report further indicated that the government of Ghana has been served with applications through the Office of the Attorney General. The government has 5 days to respond to the motion for provisional measures and 30 days to respond to the main application per the rules of the court. Every court has its rules. Now, Justice Tokonu, in her suit, accused President John Dramani Mahama of failing to specify the claims in the petition for her removal, upon which he replied to suspend her. Now, only Minyan Sentino said refer petition to Council of State. Not Council of State, Shemuno Munya Prema Facie. Now, you constitute the board now. President Mahama and send him PM. It baffles me. How did this woman become a lawyer? Not to talk of being a judge. I'm not even talking about Chief Justice, but how did she even become a judge? Why is she accusing John Mahama? In the Constitution of Ghana, he may, per the advice of the Council of State, suspend you. You are not removed. You are suspended. Which John Mahama have the right. Which competent court of jurisdiction that believes in the constitution of a nation and who said the president is exercising his rights lawfully can accuse him or can oppose him because this woman studied, I think, labor law, business law, not criminal law. I don't understand this woman. I don't understand where she's going and where she's even coming from, because it doesn't make sense. Fairness implies that the president, in making the prima facie determination with the Council of State, must specify the particular charges in respect of which a prima facie case is deemed to have been established and the reasons for the same. In fairness, or determine prima facie based on the Council of State, any president, tell me prima facie, or some come specify say case, hani prima facie case. Meanwhile, when the petition came, you were given 10 days to respond. Meanwhile, the whole petition was before you, which you responded. And your response will come like any case established against you, you will respond to it. I don't understand this before. Now, Mr. Council of State wanting a panel to check. By now, come on, you could be a kicking back to your ponu bungalata to baby cry. The president's letter failed to do this. It implied stated that a prima facie case has been found against the applicant without more. To date, the applicant does not know the reasons for the president stating that a prima facie case has been established against her. Yet, a committee has been formed and is working. The president's purported prima facie determination was no determination at all. As it failed to meet the standard of a judicial and objective assessment, and such was arbitrary and capricious, part of the application of the Chief Justice is quoted. The list of the 10 reliefs that Justice Tokonu is seeking from the ECOWAS court, including a $10 million compensation, it's as follows. Abua before over $10 million. Chrono was my catch was away, or you're criminal, or you're cromfo. The reliefs, Nini. A declaration that the suspension of the applicant, Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Sakituko Udin Kwanye whole history as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana by the President of the respondent state on 22nd April 2025 violated the applicant's human right to a fair hearing guaranteed by the Article 7 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Oh, we read the BBC and wakoma kushini. Now, which is April 2022. No purchase the president now violating the human rights. Now, all rights. We're violating the human rights on fair hearing, as stated in Article 7 of the African Charter on Human Rights. It will be easy on it. I'll say 2. A declaration that the panel instituted by the respondent, that is Ghana, to investigate and determine the allegations of misconduct against the applicant was not constituted to guarantee its independence and impartiality, and as such has violated the applicant's human right to a fair hearing guaranteed by that. You see, they say use contradiction. What is the difference between the first and the second? All that this woman is reporting about is not her misconduct. On case of nyeye, na ni nyina ne say you are violating on her human rights. 3, a declaration that the purported suspension of the applicant as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana by the President of the respondent state on 22nd April 2025 constitutes a violation of her human rights to fair, equitable, and satisfactory conditions of work guaranteed by Article 15 of the African Charter on Human Rights. The first 3 that I have read, no difference be a contradictory petition, contradictory sermon or suit. She's just talking about her human rights. 4. A declaration that the purported suspension of the applicant as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana by the President of the responded case on 22nd April 2025 has exposed her to public ridicule and odium. Who firstly brought it out? Who ridiculed you? You are being ridiculed by the public based on your misconduct. Who ridiculed you? This is supposed to have been secret. The petition, your response, and even the constitution, the work of the constitution, committee, the work of the committee and everything must be in secret, in camera. Everything must not be exposed. Who exposed it? Who brought it out? So it has been, if it has become public ridicule, who is ridiculing you? Is it the president or the committee? Or is the public? Why don't you sue the whole public? Locally and internationally, and that the said acts constitute a violation of a human right to dignity guaranteed by Article 5 of the African Charter on Human Rights. Everything is human rights. Untimi status oni boni. Untimi status oni boni. Ghana for mutemi. Mesi ugusu I Dennis TV. Share, like, comment. Niyanko yanim. 5. A declaration that by subjecting the applicant to an illegal and unfair investigation and trial since April 2025, the respondent has inflicted injuries on her professional standing and image, thereby exposing her and her family to immeasurable public ridicule. What are you expecting? What are you expecting? And you have already caused financial loss to the state by abusing the office. Why abuse your office? We're looking down on your office. So who firstly ridiculed you? Yourself. Self-ridicule. So I don't know where this woman is coming from, where she's going. And you can understand up to the 10. Nothing means, nothing. This is very hollow. And I'm coming. 6. An order to the respondent Republic to act immediately to prescribe the rules of procedure to govern the investigation of allegation of misconduct against the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana in conformity with a right to a fair hearing guaranteed by the Constitution of Ghana, and the African Charter on Human Rights and published. 7. An order directing the respondents, that is Ghana government, no order, no prescribe the rules of procedure. A crown member so a handle issue, by the committee. 7. An order directing the respondent to lift the suspension immediately and restore the applicants to full office until the conclusion of fair constitutional proceedings. Yema order. What you say? Nanki direct president say on lifting suspension ban, on lifting kohinfa. Niya ban koma unia na wosi. Niya ban koma. 8. An order retaining the respondent from continuing with the purported inquiry for the removal of the applicant as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana in its current form until it conforms to fair hearing guarantees. Very simple what you have here. an award of $10 million as compensation for moral and reputational damages suffered by the applicant as a result of a illegal suspension and unfair investigation. So Chief Justice should come and tell me where the suspension is illegal. Where did President Mahama faulted or touted the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana? Also, your control over $10 million. And 10, any other release as the Honorable Court deems just. What sense does this lawsuit means? What sense does it make? And who is this Tokonu? That one remover. So let's take it. Who is selling herself, or who is selling who? You yourself, you are ridiculing yourself. You are selling yourself so cheaply to the entire world to know who you are. Steal the chair. You decided not to resign because of say, unim adododie. When you're free hunting, would you want someone resigning? Because who did he? Adododie wa home. And the other thing is, Ghana for this particular woman Tokonu knows that so free wa ni shady deals. Bonia wedi ni sumasi ebe ye expose no. Osuro. Because now that she's not no more in the office, no more people want me cover. She cannot cover up. And she knows very well, so you're removing the pad. And no maybe pee. Secrets a bit pee. The bribery. When I got to Tokonu on the bribe. Tokonu was not there for Ghana. He was there. She was there for Kufuor and MPP. On another breath, why must she even come out and say this is political, whatever? Which party do you belong to? Our party is NPP for a fight too, politically. How? NDC, sorry, a fight too politically. It shows or Ghana for where she belongs. Or Ghana for where she belongs. Her political colors, her political jersey that she has been wearing all this while, her political spectacle that she has been wearing all this while. Now, your $10 million now can be there. You have to say ECG, unim, energy sector, you have to show Yarefo. Oko kan yesi wudi atem, then some fool we yamami we di no, ayamano. Nkwasi asem we nkwasi adi we ama amini di na Ghana for so na yamano. Koshini krompo ba. Muma Ghana for nyan asudwe. Ya sonkwa didie ana nsem funko a. Onkwa ye suspended wa be ya asem, abe problem, abe issue. Every day you talk about your suspension. What are you afraid of? Said the committee will bring out. Those on the committee, those justices, were they not presiding with you on the bench? So what have changed? I know on the bench and so. Justice Puamang and the rest, were they not sitting with you on the bench? What are you afraid of? Afraid of one who said Ghana, rule of law in Yejuma. One who said Ghana, court name for constitution in Yejuma. As Hanu. One who said Ghana, judicial system no, corrupt. Now who caused them? You were the president, you superseded. You were the overseer of the entire judiciary. What did you do Tokoni. What did you do? So cover up now, you know. You wanted the committee to cover up as you used to do. Now we are the papa and Judicial Council members need to testify against you. Say you were trying to be like a demigod. You were trying to override everybody. This is what you were doing over there because nobody talked about your matter, your issue. You were a demigod. The law was you. Tinkwasi application and kwasi adibi anwaji atu. Kwasi assembly to say passport on Judicial we Ghana and you know what atu. Because of say it was going in favor of the MPP. You didn't respect Ghanaians and the constitution. Now what you don't know as a judge and the failure one as such, there are rules as it's stipulated. There are rules. Even in the ECOWAS court, there are rules there. Sewo case that has not been settled at the courts in your land and as at the traditional quarter, you can't bring it to ECOWAS court. That is what case I have pending. Now your case, your case in the case in the that does not work over there. So your case is dead on arrival. Because you have the same matter pending at the Supreme Court and at the High Court. So whose case is frivolous? Your case is frivolous, capricious, and dead on arrival, useless. Because you don't know the law. And I don't know the kind of lawyers advising this woman. It shows how whack NPP lawyers are. How useless they are. How useless they are. Over 10 million. Now, Mrs. Yip Manu, if you are, she needs to be prosecuted. Attorney General and then the deputy Mamun Yai Manu Wi Maninko. She needs to face the law. And to those who be to say Kamal Dimo Muawi. Also the prayer from day one. From day one. NPP were defending the Ifoba Wisa. Yense de John Mahama kan. Yense de John Mahama kan. Yenshadi do. President John Dramani Mahama for the first time publicly commented on the ongoing processes on 3 petitions for the removal of Suspended Chief Justice Judicial, addressing the Council of State on Monday, July 7, 2025. The President described the ongoing process on the petitions for the removal of the Chief Justice, who he suspended after the determination of a prima facie case by the Council, as a difficult issue faced in the 6th month of his government. He said that the council did its job and now awaits the findings of the 5-member committee hearing the petitions, which is chaired by Supreme Court Judge Justice Gabriel Scott Kwama. It's according to President Mahama. Omegi omubibia omudi teme you know. It's your more 5-member committee, you know, I do a more report to them and no more findings. That is where we are. He said that the council did its job. Okay, on the issue of governance, we have had a difficult issue with regard to suspension of the suspension of the Chief Justice. Of course, the Council of State was involved in a part of that process. Just like BBI did an move, and so we have done our part. The rest is left with a committee that was set up to come out with whatever his findings are. He said, President Mahama indicated that the fate of Chief Justice Justice Tokonu will be determined by the outcome of the work of the committee, saying, based on that is the findings, whatever the consequential issues are will be dealt with. Simple. It is a mame ubekofi. Anna, one na now we hold the press conference. Now we hear way. Now we issue way. Now we issue way. Every week we must bring out something. What made Akufo-Addo to even choose this woman to become the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana? What made Akufo-Addo to choose this Mahama? What at all? Now they call ECOWAS on Afana. International Criminal Court of Justice. International Court of Justice. Yes, some more Putin crosswoman. The Netanyahu crosswoman. And okay, International Court of Justice. I mean, Criminal Court of Justice. And okay, now who did Mahama kono? Mahama panofi. So who man? You see? Nebao. ECOWAS court no met me up for Mahama. He said, committee in the Majuma. Nobody of my findings out. Never say. You were dear completely. ECOWAS one of his married. Can they force Mahama? Can they? Change our mountain now. Over 10 million. When noon, a G. The web we are correct dinner only what bush of wed dinner in a mouse. What's under $10 million? Now one more dama. One per 10 million citizens for $10 million. And we have sat there for these people to take Ghanaians and Ghana for granted. That is my worry. That is my pain. Messi case when is dead on arrival. It won't go anywhere. Because only case I will show for me to make I also share Dennis TV, share, like, in a comment. How did this woman then obey a Chief Justice? That's my worry. Oh, Yakofa Dragon enter say. And my other problem is, at then after the only GDA or Ghana court. Oko High Court, Oko baby, one are appointed judges on cases. One are appointed judges on cases. And judges now are appointed, they are the same people sitting at the High Court. Mahama by appointed High Court judges be is only 7 Supreme Court judges in where you are. Judges are over baby utimi change judges like change diaper. Utimi change switching judge like you are switching or changing diaper of a baby. Omo na titi wo. Abere onji omunni, onji Ghana court ni bio. So what qualifies you? At the end, the church will be Chief Justice because onji court ni you just left there. What did you do there? Asem sabe boni an wadi e wo court na and one e fight you. This is the law of karma. To say the chachuka chire wo no. Chachuka chire wo eni ani yebo a. Da bia wo muna. Da bia wo muna. Why when you say nsu amuna? Da bia aka wani machi so muntum. Abusuafo manyaya de meka no anya de pa. Nyame nka mo ho. Because you are Empire Magana, yet you become correct. You speak the truth all the time. When you mean be on, now you better say, why? Dennis TV, subscribe, share, and like, and comment. When you mean be on, you better share. Bye bye.